Hey, welcome back, guys. Let's get this going. I think we're really close to finishing it, right? Let me check the branch tree really fast. Oh God, not even close. Okay, so about 30% maybe. Yeah, 30%. Let's do it. I still think we should get rid of this letter before we start thinking about destroying a place with some historic value.
What? No? We are not burning a multi-million-pound mansion, you peasants! I just spent a fortune on this!
I'm sure you did, Luke. I'm sure you did.
Seriously, Luke? Are you really more worried about that?
Buttercup Mansion, millions. It's gonna take years getting all that money back!
Uh-huh.
Well, you certainly won't be getting any of that money if you're dead.
That's what I'm talking about.
Really, Luke? Is that more important than your life?
Apparently.
Bloody fucking hell! Not only do I have trespassers on my property, but they're also arsonists!
It's not only that. Think about it.
Then they proceed to tell me some ridiculous narrative about the supernatural. Stories about the ghosts, legends, curses out of the great anger and pain. And whatever else people used to scare children. Not that I believe any of it, as knowing it will help. Bunch of loons, these people. Official off their rockers. To think I'll be stuck in this nightmare with people like them. What did I ever do to the world? Of course, it's all absurd until...
I think it's just like what the professor guy said. Just like that old story. This mansion and some other thing might be keeping her here. You know, something you wanted in life, but never got to have. Something like that.
Or maybe it's not something, Zachary.
Someone? Though who doesn't have an utter out loud? There's only one person in this room who that woman calls after. Every single one of them has heard it. Bloody hell. It's the reluctant shift in Daisy's eyes when they flicker over me, though only briefly. She's also holding information on her own, or perhaps a realization she just had. Doesn't matter. I know when people have slowly started to turn on me, how do they think I lost this cut-throat world? Betray them before they do the same to you. Put a knife in their back before they can act. Kill or be killed. Survival in a nutshell. What now? Are they going to throw me in the creature? See what happened to save themselves? I am no fool.
No. You're all in on this, aren't you?
Are you people implying that my husband, that we should just...
Of course! Of fucking course!
Luke, that isn't what I...
Are you all going to stoop that low?
It's nothing like that, Ash. All we're saying is that maybe he might be able to do something about this.
Drop it, you guys. We're not leaving anyone here.
Sorry, it's a bug. Just like that, their bickering begins anew. Bloody pheasants. My head already aching just listening to them. To think this is all the solution they can come up with? I should just stab all of them and make a run for it. It doesn't help that each second we spend talking, the crazier this whole place gets. The voice has got louder, somehow sounding more vicious. If things in this room started floating, mark my words, I will fucking flip out. And they may not be thinking of it now, but eventually they will turn on me, such is the nature of humans. Better find a way out of this way as soon as possible. If I want to stay alive, fuck, I still have so much to do. None of our choices seem sound, but who knows? We don't understand a shite about this place. Might as well try everything, yeah? Whatever works. If I also have to be the one to make that blade decision, so be it. Less room for errors, only the same one doing the thinking. On the off chance I'm wrong, well, they suggested it. Burn the mansion? What good does that do? Seriously, guys. Burn the mansion. Right? That's what we do. That's what I will do. Burn the freaking mansion. I'm going to regret this, I will. Alright. Hopefully I'm just gonna still be on the good ending, please. But with the crowds growing louder and louder, this has become the easiest decision I've ever made. I'm tired of this hearing about her sobbing. Really. It's irritating. Isn't she getting tired of it? Besides, someone has to act fast, think fast, and what could the root cause of our problem? But this place where the letter was found. No need to make things more complicated. It started here. So why won't it end here? If what Lily said was true, then there's all the more reason to destroy it. Put an end to this madness before someone think of putting the blasted place up in the market. When I get out of this place, I swear I'm swinging a bunch of people. Run the East End Company to the ground if need to be. We spend millions, damn it! Millions! With a sign of perhaps a heavy heart, I open one of the drawers into my study table, taking a bottle of liquor all by myself and passing it to every occupant in the room. They accept it, but not without a look of protest or confused glance my way. It does shut them all up, so maybe I've done something good.
Luke, this isn't the time.
Even more, I popped the cork off the bottle and poured its content on the floor.
Well, what are you simpletons waiting for?
We waste no time dozing in the room. The whole time the smell of alcohol fills the air. If I didn't know any better, I said they're more eager to set this whole place on fire. And this whole blaze catches easy in the room when I set it out, right? Using a blasted paper as kindling. With the whole place drenched in wine and all manners of things alcoholic, I've been hiding from Hannah. The small fire soon turned to be infernal. In a matter of seconds, we're out the door. It does exactly lead where I'm hoping it will. Although end up in the kitchen does give us the reason to play like a bunch of pyromaniacs. What about Johans? You left Johans. You gonna burn him to death? Fishing the liquor stock of the cupboards, we also do the same thing we have done to the study. Door after door, in every room we pass, pouring bottle of expensive aged liquor and setting everything on fire, only leaving once the blaze has started in earnest. When we out of liquor, we simply drop the bottle and take one of the many nooks I've stashed one. Wow, am I going right ending here? And there's no lack of it here. The hard stuff, the short, the watered down kind. The gifts from a distant relative, friends or so-called friends, you name it. I made sure there's always one within reach.
How many of these things do you keep in this house?
I always have a few bottles in the bedroom, you know, the parlor and the dining room.
Wow.
You have problems, man.
Well, isn't this the time to discuss them?
Wait, what's the relationship with them now? Okay, I guess he's okay with them, I guess. Turns out it'll be useful now, not to drown my sorrows, but for this. Wonders of wonders, though I suppose I can say it also saved my life. But there's no time for some introspection now, because with each room we pass and burn, the place also becomes easier to navigate, as if it's slowly right in itself, return to what it's supposed to be. Soon we finally found ourselves standing before the main door. The strong odor of burning wood, cloth, and furniture alike wafts the under door of the rooms we previously torched, slowly filling the hall with a thick black smoke. The blaze starts something in earnest at every part of the house. I can already feel the heat seeping from the room I set it flame. In a matter of minutes, flame will engulf the whole house. Fittingly, that's when she appears before us. Watching us from the top of the stairs, her aura goes on in flames around her. However, that catches my eye is that expression on her face. Not vile smile I've already grown accustomed to, with the one her eye green with complete hatred. This one? Florence is the only word I can think of to describe it.
Please, help me.
Nope!
Help me, please.
Nope! You've gone too far. You killed too many people. You deserve to be burned. Even though you're still once good, right? Could I did still feel? Could she hear us? Or is that merely one of her tricks to trap out this nightmare? Like this, however, she seems almost the woman she used to be. I don't waste any time pondering over it. Now with the exit just a few steps away, the door finally opened and through it, I can glimpse the world outside, safety. However, I do turn, if only to see the last of her. A farewell more than anything. For all her attempt to lure me, draw me in, her wish is to be with me. She does not stop me when I finally run from this horrid place. Quietly, she disappears. Wow. So did I get the good ending or something? Wait, how far have we gone? Holy crap! Did we just end the story like that? Just like that? So burning up the house is like a sure way out. So I wonder if I don't burn the house, what will happen? What is this? Alright. Maybe it's the one last look on face that has changed. Maybe it's what I've seen and heard inside. This only calm, a stillness. The same hush that comes after a horrible storm has swept the countryside. And with it is sight of sun rising over the horizon. Ever so slowly, the sky began to brighten lighting before my eyes. Darkness gave away the warm morning hues. Soft rays spilling over the vast expanse of Locksmore countryside. Nearby, the trees swing and rustle with the breeze. A passing draft that carries even in this room, from outside. Ooh, cold enough to make me shiver. The remains of storm that has passed. In the distance, I can hear the soft chirping of birds, while the rest of the world stirs, wakes. Dawn at last. We are free. Are we really free? Like the flames that engulfed the mansion that night, whisper quickly spread across the Locksmore after the incident. Officers who investigate simply deemed to unfortunate accident. Regardless of the truth, Luke Wright files a criminal charge against Briar Realty Corporation. After, for the undisclosed reason to public, forced a letter to declare bankrupt. That's horrible! A move that has merely stoked the rumors further. But for those who believe the story of the old and those who know the truth, it is but a testament to the curse and the secret of the Ermengarde Mansion has hidden for centuries. If there will come a time for finally to reveal, on the ashes of now ruined mansion known. However, on the nights when the wind howls and the thunder booms across the sky, some still claiming to hear voices where it once stood, of cries and wails that fills the night and desperate calls for help for anyone who dares listen. As for those who once tread its halls, oh, this is a happy ending. Despite their problems, Luke and Hannah Wright managed to salvage a 7-year marriage. Not without its fair share of the challenge, of course, especially Luke. This is happy. I like this. But for the sake of the children, he tries, although the men still feel fatherhood, afraid of becoming him like his father was to him. However, with a little help from Hannah, he eventually comes around, especially when the twins are born. He is still far from being a good father. He thinks he'll never be. There are parts of him that will always remain unpleasant and will exasperate Hannah to no end. But even someone like him sees the joy in this, in having a family. For the first time in a long time, he admits he's content. They are happy. Wow. We did it, guys. A month after recovery, Merriman Color heads to the Baxter homeland, ready to close the chapter of the past she has left hanging for so long. There she visited Lorraine's grave, asking forgiveness from the girl she once loved, something she has intently avoided for years. Although the terror of what she has witnessed inside Ermengarde Mansion still clings to her, she bravely chooses to move on from it, turning to a new lead by focusing a new branch of her interior design company and leaving her interior design company at Locksmore in the hands of a secretary instead. Although she never returned to city after, she is frequently seen visiting to check on the people she has become acquainted in her years there. Having finally accepted herself, she won't deny she's a happier place now. Despite making the Ireland branch of her own interior design company her focus now, Mary continues to cater with the most avid patron Locksmore when requested. And after her work on the Ermengarde Mansion, the Wright couple, particularly Hannah Wright, have never trusted another to handle the design for any place they own. Upon moving to a new place after giving birth to her and Luke's children, Mary's name is the first thing she called. While the woman is quick to fly back to the city at the socialist summons, not only help with the decoration of the new place, but also assisting with the renovation, much to Hannah's delight. Since then, the two women have kept a close friendship. Often they can see going around together. When Mary's in town, Hannah can be her recommending the designer to her peers during parties. And the city often kept an ear out for any gossip. One can't deny that both women have found a confidant in the other. With the help of the family and friends, Zach Steele is finally able to open a photography studio of his own, something he has only dreamed of having as a child. Although he still hopes to get back to making indie films someday, client work and small project has kept him mostly busy. Hectic as it may be, he can only be glad for the amount of work he's pouring in. It has made moving from the instant of Ermengarde Mansion easier, if not faster. But while there are still nightmares, which is support from his family, his doctor, and his own drive, the dark image have finally turned to pleasant dreams. He's where he won't ever forget, but he's no longer running away. At times, when he's not busy or after a hard day at work, he thinks there's another story for the big screen to be told in that, an idea he may soon turn to reality once he has time and efforts in it. In the months that follow, Rebecca became a prominent researcher within Luxembourg major academy circles, especially after writing what she discovered about Iceland Village and the Ermengarde Mansion. With the help from Professor Andrew Clark, she is soon able to secure funding to continue her research, presenting her findings yearly at local and international symposiums. Now at the tail end of her current study, she hopes to publish her first book, correcting all inaccuracy in the city's current history, a move supported by both colleges, students, and friends alike. Though she knows she still has a long way to go before she can begin changing people's minds about it, Professor Clark has warned her as much. She perseveres, doing it not for herself, but for the sake of history. The future generation must never forget. No matter how disturbing her experience with the curse may have been, she remains where she has always been. Even after what she has seen, she continued to fright over people she cared about, sometimes much to their frustration or embarrassment. But if there's one thing about that has shifted, it's her relationship with people in the little group, particularly with Zachary Steele. In fact, on numerous occasions, she has spotted dropping by her in his studio, bringing the men through days when he is swamped with work. They also seem to grow more comfortable around each other than before. Wait, is this Rebecca ex Zach? Well, we'll see. Maybe it's born out their shared experience, or maybe they see each other simply naturally due to the year they have known each other. Regardless of why it's a change the man's welcome and appreciates. In turn, he strives to return her kindness gesture whenever he can, all for the honor they have seen. Horror they have seen. Honor? What the? Bam! Who would have thought something good would come out of it? Oh, this is so cool. The promised talk happens monthly, but both Ripa Gales and Ash and Frey have recovered from the immediate repercussion of the curse. Even though things between them have started out awkward at first, with Rebecca mostly leading, and Ashton having no idea what to do with the weight of the feeling the other has suddenly thrust on him. Perhaps with heavier expectations, they both come into understanding shortly. Eventually, the two start dating! To no one's surprise, particularly the ones who have already gleaned a red-headed feeling for the men years ago, usually they can be spotted together while on a trip downtown when they aren't busy with their respective jobs or lives does not get in the way. Isn't exactly sunshine and rainbow like she has imagined all these years. Sometimes their conflicting temper get in the way, and another is their different opinions. But with patience, instead of a spat, they both try to work through the differences. Slowly, one gradual step after another, learning as they go. There's a difficult road ahead of them. Rebecca knows there's still quite a few ways away from the fairy tale ending she has long dreamed of with him. But at the end of it, she thinks they're both happy. Even if Ashton rarely says anything, he has always been that way after all. This has always been a long time coming, and after everything they have been both gone through since childhood, they deserve to have this respite together. With their newfound courage, Isabel Santos finally chooses to pursue what she really wants for herself. Having made enough to keep her family afloat in a few years with their blessing, she quits over her job at Bright Realty Corporation takes out a scholarship offer from a local university. Though remarkably out of practice and unsure if she will be able to keep up by the time she returns to university, she finds her feet soon enough to help the people close to her. And with her confidence in her skills growing, so do the number of people recognize her in her work. It doesn't take long for several award-given bodies to take notice of her. For all her accomplishments, however, she has never truly forgotten what happened at Ermengarde Mansion. The images still remain in her, and particularly on pleasant nights. Terror continues to visit her dreams. She knows those won't ever disappear from her life. It has become a part of her in the sense the death had permanently taken from her. However, she's no longer afraid, and with a brave face she carries on, earnestly wishing that someday she'll be able to paint brighter, more vivid thoughts on her canvas, in an honest portrayal of her life and hope amidst of the fear. Wow, shortly after accepting a scholarship for Loxmore University, Isabella moves from Salemwell residence and favorite standard dorm close to her campus. Although Rebecca Gale strictly offers assistance for the move, she does admit she will be missing her neighbor more than 5 years. When all is said and done, she had become fond of the girl over the years, and with their shared experience over the curse, they have only grown closer. Isabella leaves a promise to visit every once in a while, even though she still jokingly complains of Rebecca's bossy attitude. She confesses that she also missed the woman's fussing. After all, in a place miles away from her real family, Rebecca is the closest thing she has to a sister. More than a year later, once everything in their respective lives have settled, Zachary Steele and Isabella Santos hold their first exhibit together. The project has been in the making almost 2 years after the photographer casually brought it off to the other artist. While merely intended to be a small event, it has surprisingly attended by several members of Loxmore's upper class and art enthusiasts. Although only a few of the pieces have been meant for sale, the show had brought prominence to Zachary and Isabella's name in the city art scene. It has since been followed by several other exhibits by the two, both in and out of the city. Currently, they are planning to hold their first show overseas. Yet, even with this unexpected, overwhelming fame, friendship between the two has remained strong. Theirs, after all, is a bond that goes beyond mere partner small project. He's her family as much as she is. Are they dating? While she's aware that she's had plenty of ways to go, getting back to school also opened a lot more opportunity for Isabella. At times, part-time work has started to come and drove she's able to support herself financially through the art alone. Sometimes she has only dreamed as a child, and when clients generally, though generous enough, she was able to send money back home as well. Despite her family reinsurance, one such client is Mary Ann McCullers, interior design company, who frequently commission her for murals after a woman has learned of her skills. Though at times she finds it difficult to keep up with the interior design standard for quality. It's a job and a challenge she's only too happy to accept, if only doing what she loves. Following his succession bringing several major cases to close, Ashton Frey received a recommendation for transfer to Loxmore Lee Agency against organized crimes. Endorsement eagerly backed by the newly appointed successor of a late Chief Inspector Lee Abigail Harris. Knowing he will have more resource leeway and a bigger chance to ultimately bring Luke Wright to justice, Ashton Fraser accepts and still warns the people close to him against Wright and his associates, but only a friend reminded now more than anything. Though he does worry, he believes they are wise enough to know what they are doing and trust their judgment. For now, he has decided to leave the evidence and lawbreak to speak of himself and take care of the man once proper time comes. Nowadays, police work operations keep him busy, sometimes taking away from the city he grew up for days on end. A rare thing for him to enjoy once upon a time, yet this time he never loses his drive, simply growing more determined after having found a clear purpose close to a rush and excitement of he dreamed as a child. Although Ashton still keeps worrying about specific details for his work, his experience with the curse has slowly taught him how to open up, especially those he knows that generally care for him. He still has a long way to go, he knows that, but for the sake of the people who are still with him, those people have chosen to stay. He hopes that there will be a day when he no longer needs to hide behind his lies. A day when he's no longer afraid of facing the truth in his own words. On his days off, Ashton is usually seen luring around Zachary's still studio, either to help him out on one of his pet projects and exasperating on the other man on purpose. Either or is mostly on the latter. At certain times, he volunteered to model for one of Zachary's projects, in spite of photographer reassurance that is not needed. Regardless, Ashton insists, before complaining how meticulous the whole process is hours later, to Zach's utter amusement. Though sometimes they may get too into small trivial arguments, things have stayed cordial for between the two. If anything, the ordeal they have both gone through had merely strengthened the friendship between the detective didn't expect to find anyone. Oh no. So I guess things will be different if I choose to go with Isabella. Between the lingering trauma they immediately attempted normalcy, both Ashton and Isabella know there were things will never be the same. Gaunt's their friendship battered in rapport as their petty arguments and light teasing. After all has been said and done, it's only sensible for things to fall apart the way they all did. It's inevitable, so to speak. Yet, in brief moments in their eyes meet, and a last stolen kiss is given, a shadow of it can still be seen in them. A quiet, steadfast thing that remains, a trace of what could have been had things not crumbled. Either holds on to it, of course, as much as they wish to be. Both of them think it's already far too late. They can only walk away from it and leave nothing but a heavy regret in their wake. Oh no! So, I wish you could move the camera, but if I move the camera right now, you guys will see the my desktop. Alright, we must. Oh, damn. We must go out and find what's going on. I'm really curious now. We got the. I think we got the best ending, right? Is this the best ending? I would call this a good ending, but there's like no way to please everyone, I guess. The only thing I didn't get is Ashton and Isabella. I mean, the last part seems sad, so I don't know if this is the best ending. But we tried, right? We tried to do our best. We agreed to make Ashton go with Isabella, right? This is a nice music, nice song. Okay. Letters Goodbye by Amanda Lee. Lyrics Yang or Yang Mobile. I might down the music. See if there was a way I can just down the music. It's like playing the movie. Like I really want to see I've been backers. Ugh. Alright, we have to go back and see what's going on with the girl, right? See if there's a way to save the girl. come on. This is gotta be faster than this. Open sans. I gotta download these fonts.
I lied to the Lord, I lied to myself, I lied to you and everyone I care, until there were no more lies to tell. Cowardice is easier than being brave, but alas, I found the strength I lost to sing my love letter to you. 'Cause people can lie, but my lone heart beats true.
We did have a blast, didn't we? Okay. Come on, let's do it. Is there, did we unlock anything?
Teal? Where are you, Teal? Teal? Please? She's here! She's still here, Teal!
Oh no! Damn, Kylie. I'm sorry, Kylie. You had to die. Oh no. We had to go back and save Kylie.
Help me! Please!
Damn you. Oh no, please don't kill her. You bastard! Okay, it's getting our passion work and anything. Okay, blah 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 blah. Oh my god. So, in this ending, Kylie died. We have to go save Kylie. We have to go save Kylie. We have to go save Kylie. There's no way I'm gonna end the game without us go saving Kylie, right? But let's check out the gallery and stuff. So memory fragment. Okay. So this is where maybe. Yeah. Okay. God, no way. Oh, you bastard. I hate you so much. I don't know. I just. Epilogues. Individual good. Oh, wait. What did we unlock? Okay, we didn't unlock the true ending. We unlock individual good endings, bunch of endings. Friendship good, bunch of friendship good, romance ending. It's a Luke and Hannah. Ashton x Rebecca. Individual. We didn't unlock anything bad, so I think this is a good bad ending. Oh no way. So were they supposed to be together? I thought my relationship level was really high. Hold on, let's go back and check, right? Let's go. I'm just curious now. Alright, let's. So now if we choose to burn the letter, Come on, a little faster. There we go. It has trouble loading, which shows over here. So is that any good? So we choose a burn. Wait, hold on. I have no.
Give me that.
I'll read all this later. I just want to see if there's any. Oh wow! So they actually changes. All right. Okay. We are gonna leave at this. We are not gonna spoil this episode because I think this may be dragging on. I'm just gonna end this episode as a good ending for everyone except for Kylie. We have to go save Kylie. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. We have to go save Kylie, right? Just have to go save her. It's not over yet. I feel like we just did a cheat and skip over all this. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. What? Oh wait a second. We're really close at the very end. Over here. Hold on. We just gonna do it.
See? Wasn't that easy? For fuck's sake, you people need to get your heads checked. How did you all make it this far in life with that kind of thinking? Well, you can all thank me later for this. You may now show yourselves out of my property before I call the police on you simpletons.
Walk out of the study without single glance and okay. It's only silence, definitely still. How she sound okay. I'm just gonna skip all this. Wait a second. Okay, this is the same thing. I'm just gonna fast forward, see if there's any changes. So we gotta save Kylie. We gotta save Kylie. There has to be something that we missed. Ah, please don't. This is the same, but the house still stood there. Oh, I still got a bad ending. Okay. Please don't make Teal die. Oh no. Wait, what? Oh, so was that a true ending? That was just burned a letter and the house stood? I'm so confused. But anyways, I'm gonna let this out and thank you guys very much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out guys and thank you.